Good morning, children. This is Grade 3 English, Module 2 from our English workbook. So, in this Module 2, we are going to learn sentence dictation, spellings and jumbled words, punctuation, contractions, note writing, and write about a personal experience. First of all, we'll start our dictation. Sentence dictation. There is a worm on the leaf. There is a worm on the leaf. Second one. He was a foolish fish. He was a foolish fish. Third one. The coat is hanging on the hook. The coat is hanging on the hook. Fourth one. The train will arrive presently. The train will arrive presently. Fifth one. Our teacher told us a story. Our teacher told us a story. So, these are the sentences we have written in our dictation. Next, vocabulary, spellings and jumbled words. Underline the correctly spelled word in each of the given word pairs. So, here we are having two words. Pairs of words are there. So, here we have to see which one is the correct. Relative. So, here relative. Relative. So, the correct word is relative. Second one, peace. P-I-E-C-E, peace. P-E-I-C-E. The correct word is P-I-E-C-E. Third one, calendar. C-A-L-E-N-D-A-R. C-A-L-E-N-D-E-R. So, the correct word is C-A-L-E-N-D-A-R. Fourth one, N-E-I-G-H-B-O-U-R. Neighbor. N-E-Y-B-O-U-R. Neighbor. So, the correct word is N-E-I-G-H-B-O-U-R. Fifth one, L-I-B-E-R-A-R-Y. Library. L-I-B-R-A-R-Y. Library. And here the correct word is L-I-B-R-A-R-Y. Sixth one, W-H-I-S-T-E-L. Whistle. W-H-I-S-T-L-E. Whistle. So, the correct word is W-H-I-S-T-L-E. Whistle. Now, let us see exercise 2.2. Rearrange the jumbled letters to make words related to family. So, here some jumbled letters are there, and to make these letters correct, we will get family related words. The first one is M-A-L-I-F-Y. F-A-M-I-L-Y, family. R-T-E-H-F-A. F-A-T-H-E-R, father. T-O-H-B-R-E-R. B-R-O-T-H-E-R, brother. S-S-T-R-I-E. S-I-S-T-E-R, sister. O-C-U-I-N-S. C-O-U-I-N, cousin. T-E-M-H-O-R. M-O-T-H-E-R, mother. Now let us start our grammar part. In this grammar part, we are going to learn about punctuation. Punctuation marks are symbols that are used to make sentences easier to understand. There are 4 punctuation marks. The first one is full stop, comma, question mark and exclamation mark. Full stop. I show the end of a sentence. For example, my mother works in a hospital. She loves her work. So, here we are stopping the sentence. My mother works in a hospital. So, near hospital we stopped the sentence. She loves her work. Again we have stopped the sentence. So, whenever we end the sentence, we'll keep a full stop, and the beginning of the sentence should be always capital letter. And the second one is comma. I am used to separate three or more words in a list. I also tell readers where to pause. For example, there are boxes, bags, toys and clothes in the storeroom. Sandeep, please come here. So, if we observe these examples, in the first sentence, there are boxes, there we are giving a small gap, bags, again small gap, toys and clothes. So, when we are mentioning more than 3 words, we have to keep commas between those words. The third one is question mark. I am used at the end of a question. You are asking a question. So, when you ask a question, you have to end that sentence with a question mark. Example, do you know a song about friendship? What is your name? So, whenever you ask a question, you have to end that sentence with a question mark. Let us learn about a new punctuation mark. So, till now you have learnt about full stop, comma, question mark in your second standard. But now we are going to learn a new punctuation mark. What is that? Exclamatory mark. I am used to express strong feelings such as joy, anger, pain, excitement, sadness or surprise. So, whenever we show some strong feelings such as happiness, sadness, anger, pain, whatever it may be. So, whenever we express strong feeling, we use exclamatory mark. What a great surprise! What a horrible smell! Oh, ouch, it's hurt my knee. So, like that, whenever you express a strong feeling, then we'll use exclamatory mark. Now, let us see mints, where to use capital letters. Many words always start with a capital letter. We can use the acronym MINTS to help us remember when to use capital letters. So, acronym means here we are remembering with these letters MINTS. So, let us see what is M means, what is I means, what is N means, what is T means and what is S means. Now, see M, months, names of days. So, whenever we write the names of months or days, we will use capital letter. The first letter of that month or day should be capital letter. Our exams are in November. So, whenever we are using to write months names, will write the first letter with capital letter. Sunday is my favorite day of the week. So, wherever we use in the middle of the sentence also, if we are using months or names of days, we are going to use capital letter. The first letter should be capital letter. Next one is I, the word I. I have a new pet. It was raining and I did not have an umbrella. Whenever you use the word single I, the single letter I, you will write capital letter. Next one is N, special names given to people, states, cities and countries, means all the proper nouns. Whenever you give a name, then you will write with capital letter. For example, whenever we will write our name, we write our name with starting with the capital letter. My pen Paul Ranu lives in Sydney, Australia. I want to go to Srinagar during the holidays. Here, Ranu is the name of boy and Sydney, Australia are places. Srinagar is a place. So, we are using capital letter for the word. T, titles of books and movies. Whenever we write the name of a book or a movie, we will write capital letter. We will start with capital letter. I am going to see Harry Potter today. Feluda is my favorite book. Next one is S. Start of sentences. Whenever we start a sentence, we will use capital letter. The first letter should be capital letter. Diya has a new pet. His name is Tuffy. So again we have, after writing Diya has a new pet, we have ended the sentence. So again we have started our sentence. So whenever we start the sentence, we will start with capital letter. So his name is Tuffy. Here H again we have written in capital letter. So this is about MINTS. Now see exercise 3.1. Rewrite the paragraph given below with the correct punctuation marks and capital letters wherever required. The first part is done for you. Once upon a time. Here O should be capital letter. There was a dog named Kalu. K should be capital letter, and here question mark was given. You should not use question mark. The dog's name is Kalu. You are not asking any question. So you have to correct it as full stop. He loved going for walks and chewing his bone. There you are stopping the sentence. You are ending the sentence. So after bone you have to keep full stop. Again K capital letter. Kalu lived with a boy. Here B is written in capital letter. There is no need of capital letter for B. It's not a proper noun. So B, small letter B. There he lived with a boy named Salim. Salim took good care of Kalu, full stop. Now let us learn apostrophe. What is an apostrophe? An apostrophe is used to show that something belongs to someone, means possession, means if a thing or some thing or some people who belongs to whom. The most common way to show belongings is to add apostrophe s to a singular noun. Rita's new shoes. Here the new shoes belongs to Rita. Fred's house. Here the house that belongs to Fred. Ali's guitar. The guitar that belongs to Ali. So whenever we show the possession of a thing, you will use apostrophe s for that possession. Now let us see this exercise 3.2. Rewrite the sentences by correctly using the apostrophe for possession. One is done for you. The new t-shirt of Sahil is nice. Here whose t-shirt? Sahil's new t-shirt. So Sahil's new t-shirt is nice. Second one, the watch that belongs to Bilal is old. Here whose watch is that? That watch belongs to Bilal. So it is Bilal's watch. Bilal's watch is old. Next, third one. The letters that belong to Rani fell on the floor. Here whose letters fell on the floor? Rani's letters fell on the floor. So Rani's letters fell on the floor. Fourth one. The bag of Ruma is lost. So whose bag is lost? Ruma's bag. So Ruma's bag is lost. Next, fifth one. The house of John is far from here. Whose house is far? John's house is far from here. The field that belong to the farmer are big. Whose fields? The farmer's fields are big. Now let us see what are contractions. Contractions are nothing but joining or combining some of them. Joining or combining two words and making it short. Contraction is to become small. Contract is to become small. For example, its. We are writing it is in the short form its. We will. That is, that's. do not, don't. I have. You are, you are. So these are the examples of contractions. Contraction is nothing but joining two words into a single word, and while joining we will miss some letters in that word. Contractions use apostrophe in place of missing letters in a word. Where we are missing a letter, there we have to add apostrophe. For example, I am. Here we are removing a and writing apostrophe. I apostrophe am. I am. How is. Here we are removing I and writing HOW, how apostrophe S. House. She is. She apostrophe S. That is. That apostrophe S. He is. He apostrophe S. They are. They apostrophe RE. You are. You apostrophe RE. We are. We apostrophe RE. Now let us see the next type of contractions. I will. Here we are removing WI. So we are removing two letters. I apostrophe LL. It will. It apostrophe LL. You have. You apostrophe VE. She will. She apostrophe LL. You will. You apostrophe LL. We have. We apostrophe VE. He will. He apostrophe LL. They will. They apostrophe LL. They have. They apostrophe VE. Now we are going to learn contractions with not, means negative form. Is not, isn't, have not, haven't, were not, weren't, did not, didn't, are not, aren't, was not, wasn't, do not, don't, cannot, can't, has not, hasn't, will not, won't, does not, doesn't, could not, couldn't. So these are the negative forms. Contractions with not. Here we are removing O in not and we are placing apostrophe in that place. Except for will not, everything, for everything we are removing O in not. Now see the next one. The apostrophe is not used for possessive pronouns such as mine, ours, theirs, his, hers and yours. Now see exercise 3.3. Match the words with the correct contractions. One is done for you. Does not, doesn't. We will. They are, they are. We have, we have. Why is, wise. Will not, won't. Now let us see the difference between possessives and contractions. Possessives means we are showing the thing to whom it belongs to, and in contraction we are joining or combining two words and leaving out one or more letters. So in the both cases we are using apostrophe. In possessive noun we are using apostrophe and in contractions also we are using apostrophe. Now let us see exercise 3.4. Identify whether the given sentences have used the apostrophe for possessives or contractions. Write PO for possessive and C for contraction. Underline the word that has the apostrophe in each case. One is done for you. Raju took Yasmin's pencil box. Here whose pencil box? It's a possessive noun. So here it's Yasmin's pencil box. So the answer is possessives. We are sure it will rain today. Here we are is the word. Here we are is contraction. We have shortened that word into we are. There isn't any money left. isn't. Isn't is a contraction. The lion's den is in the jungle. Lions. Lions is possessives. My cousin's house is nearby. Cousins is possessives. Don't feed the animals. Don't. Don't is the contraction. Now let us learn how to write a formal writing. Note writing. Notes are used to share short messages in one or two sentences. Read the sample of a note given below to understand its different parts. The first part is salutation or greeting, means dear friend, respected madam, those are called salutations. Next one is the body of the letter. Write only the main idea that you want to convey. You have to write the main idea which you want to convey. And the last one is signature. How you sign your name. Now see, exercise 4. Your cousin Nilima is participating in an inter-school boxing championship. Fill in the gaps to complete this note to wish her luck. So, you are having a cousin named Nilima and you are writing a short notes to Nilima that you are wishing her for her competition. Dear Nilima, it is great to know that you are participating in the inter-school boxing championship. I am sure you will do very well. All the best. With love, your name. You have to write your name. Now, let us see the next one, creative writing. You have to write creatively. Write about an incident when you or your family helped your neighbors or when your neighbors helped you. Write about what happened, who needed help and why, how did you and your family help your neighbors or get help, what did you learn from this incident. Now, seeing this picture, we can write, last week I had exams at school. My parents had gone to visit my grandmother in Shimla because she was ill. Who would take care of me when they went away? I was scared of living without my parents for a week. Our neighbors, Mr. and Mrs. Kannan, helped us. They told my parents not to worry about me. Mr. Kannan dropped me to school and picked me up after the exam each day. Mrs. Kannan would help me with my revision every night. They made sure that they cooked my favorite dishes. On the day that my exams got over, they even surprised me by taking me out for an ice cream. I was very happy. My parents and I were thankful to Mr. and Mrs. Kannan. This is how we'll write the creative writing. Thank you.